opportunity to dance. Hey, who's out? Who's watching here? Esa, where are you? Esa, what's wrong with you? Hey, my brother, can you come and be with me here? Come and help me judge these elders.
Am I telling you I can't taste anything?
You can't taste anything.
Like, I only taste chocolate.
The white thingy, it tastes like peanut butter.
Kind of.
Hey, this is Alan's fireworks. Is it Angelina or
It's Alan.
Like I said, I have 5 children. My youngest is 3 years old. She's not a Christian. I'm a pastor, I'm a believer, I'm a Christian, but my 3-year-old is not a Christian yet. She's nothing until she comes to an understanding of who Jesus is and makes a decision that Jesus is her Lord. At that point, she becomes a Christian.
Say Happy Easter. Say Happy Easter. Say Happy Easter, Ibra. Ibra. Say Happy Easter. Say Happy Easter.
Happy Easter. Happy Easter.
Jesus has risen.
Amen.
Indeed, in our hearts.
I respect us more small. My serial as a view most of the union view.
It's nice. You should have done that to the body and actually had.
Why did you close your eyes like that? Hey guys, how are you? Hope you're well. I am doing or plan to do a Q&A, kind of continue the vlog to not making that short. So here I am. The idea that I got from this, because I'm like, I don't want to give myself credit, the idea I got from this is from a YouTuber called Jess Conti, and I saw her and I'm like, oh, it's a smart thing to do. Instead of asking the people who follow you, like in general, to send you a question, let me ask my friends and my community. So that's what I decided to do actually. And yeah, and they sent in questions, and there's still more coming in. There's like a bunch of questions to the point I'm like, I might have to do some, and then I'll answer more in like a few months or something, and just continue it in like a whole video or something, and not half of a video. Um, there's such a lot to some coming in. But anyways, that, and also I'm filming on my vlog camera, not the normal camera. So that is what we are doing right now. So let's just kind of get into this because I don't need to be long. But yeah, so the first question is from a good friend of mine, who's like a little brother to me. His name is Rob. Shout out to you, Rob. He's been in the vlogs, but like once or twice, and I'm too lazy to put in the video where he's in it. So if you know, you know. Right, so his question is, your podcast explicits many people with their story and how eventually everything connected to this day. My question to you is, how did your life eventually connect to Christ? This is a very long story that I will have to share my faith journey in another separate video. But to make a long story short, grew up a Christian, went to a Christian school, great, loved it, foundation, came to know Christ personally and on when I wanted to back in end of 2022 basically. Is when I gave my life to him personally, like me by myself. But yeah, so that's that, to make it sort of short. And yeah, next person is Marley, who I love dearly. She asked, "Do you miss Marley?" Marley, I miss you very, very much. I don't think you have any idea how much I miss you. It's actually crazy. Why do you miss Marley? Because of a lot of things. I miss seeing you at church. I miss hanging out with you. So that's the first and last hangout we had was before she left, and it was like a really nice, good conversation we had. And I'm like, why do you have to have this when you leave? Like, not beforehand. But you know, it's fine. It's fine. And why do you not fly to Cape Town to visit her? Listen, I would, but you know why? Money. It costs money to go to Cape Town. So I can't do that. But I will hopefully soon, God willing. I definitely want to come to Cape Town. I definitely want to see you again. I definitely want you to be my tour guide around Cape Town and show me around the place. But yeah, so those are kind of jokey questions. Her serious question, I mean, those were serious, but they were like funny serious. Her question is, how do you keep a work-life balance? To be quite fair, I'm still figuring that out because I don't even know how to do that. I try to schedule out my days properly. Like, okay, I'm gonna make this day specifically for person or this day specifically for work, or like I right now, like I work from Monday to Friday. Saturday and Sundays are kind of my social days ish. My time is flexible, but those two are dedicated to like going out and meeting out with people. During the week I can, but would be kind of hard because I do work and I do have stuff I need to get done. But yeah, so to answer that question, I'm still figuring it out. But the best way that I could advise to do that is to schedule yourself and schedule your days and only be like, okay, if I'm hanging out with this friend at this day, just make it that you hang out with that friend at that day. If you're working this day, just make it you're working that day. And that's how I guess would work. It works for me, so I don't know if it worked for you. But yeah, next person is another friend of mine. His name's Christian. If these people first of all want to be said online, but you can't see them. So, and also I'm not saying the last name obviously. But Christian, your question's next. His question is, in your Christian walk with Jesus, what's something that happened to you that made you go, yeah, Jesus is real. This Christian life is serious business? So many moments. I think this one time when I can't even think of one off the top of my head, to be quite fair. There was a time when I started my business, I'm not gonna lie. And I think as I go on, like I know Jesus is real, I know this Christian thing is serious, but the more I go on and the more that Jesus reveals himself, the more that he answers prayers, the more that he does like what he wants me, like it's just he becomes more evident and real in my life with the stuff that he does, because I'm like, there's no way this is a coincidence, or there's no way that this is the universe or fate. I'm like, no, it's Jesus, Because how am I praying to a God, and then right after I pray, the thing that I prayed for comes true? I'm praying specifically to that God. I'm like, no, Jesus is real. He's very, very real. And I definitely need to take this life more seriously. But I love having Jesus in my life. I'm not gonna lie. It's amazing. It's great. It has its challenges. That's also true. The Bible does says, he said you have troubles and trials. But life with Jesus is way better than doing life yourself. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah. And then the second one that he said is, what's your go-to song when you need to calm down? Actually, he said 3. First one is, I think I have to look at my playlist to be quite fair. The top of my head, I can think of No Pressure by, I don't know, I forgot who. I'll put it down here. But No Pressure is the first one. God's Girl is another one. And Hell of It is another one as well. Like, that song helps a lot for me to sort of calm down. But yeah, next one is from my childhood friend, Edward. He's been in the vlogs a lot. You guys probably know who he is. But he has 3 questions for me that I'm going to answer. And his first one is, if you could relive one vlog or video, which one would it be? To be quite fair, I would not relive any. I'm going to be, because I think of one and I'm like, oh, I'd love to relive that. But then I'm like, nope, my mental health was horrible that day. And like, my feelings were really, it was bad. And then I'm like, oh, but I have to relive that. I'm like, no, but my mental health is also bad. So to be quite fair, I love where I am today. And I love those memories. Like, I love looking back on them and the times that I had, but I would not want to relive them, because where I was then and where I am now are 2 completely different places, and I love where I am now. So yes, I definitely would not relive any vlog or video. The next one is, what does happiness currently mean to you? A simple question. Very simple question and a very simple answer. Jesus. Jesus is my happiness. Literally no other answer but Jesus, because I that's the only thing that means to me, is having Jesus in my life, because without him I will not have joy in my life, or I will not be, I don't know what the word is. It just, I won't have joy in the chaos, and I won't have peace. That makes no sense without Jesus. So what does happiness currently mean to you? It means to be with Jesus. That is what it means. Yeah, so the next one is, how has YouTube changed you as a person in the amount of time you have been on it? It's changed me quite a lot. It's taught me a lot of patience, of determination, I think. I don't know. A lot of trials and errors, and getting back up and trying again, and being patient, and not wanting results straight away, basically, or not aching to be seen, but kind of just being like, I want to do this for God's glory. I want to do this for Jesus. I want to be his vessel. So I'm gonna do this, and whatever happens through it, I know it's because of him, and it's what he wants me to do. So yeah, that's like to sort of shorten it. And the next person is a friend of mine as well. Actually, most of them are friend of mine. And her name's Deborah. Which there's a lot of Deborahs that I know, but her name's Deborah. But anyways, she has 2 questions for me. And the first one is, if you could remain with just one memory, what would it be? I also don't know about that, because I have so many memories that I loved and make me laugh and make me happy and I'm grateful for. But if there was one, it might have to be the time that I spoke to my grandpa for the last time before he passed away, a few days before he passed away. So if I could remain with just one memory, I think that's definitely the memory that I want to remain with. Yeah. And then the next one is, how do you handle being rejected in terms of opportunities and crowds? Just have faith in God, to be quite honest. Just know that rejection is redirection, and It may not work out now, but God has better plans for you, and just putting your faith in Him and trusting in Him, because that's what has kept me going in this entrepreneur business area. But yeah, just trusting that God has bigger and better plans for you, and He has plans to prosper you, not to harm you. So yeah. Next one is from a good friend of mine that y'all have seen. And her name is Alexandra. You know who Alexandra is. She asks, "Are you planning on bringing any bigger names on your podcast?" I don't know if she would be a big one. I still haven't messaged her, to be honest. But I am. She's big, but I don't know if it's big. And I also need to text her still. But I've seen her page and I've seen her YouTube, and she's pretty well known. I think she's a proper influencer in Tanzania. But yes, planning on bringing bigger people. You have to stay tuned and see. Continue watching my videos and my podcasts. And yeah, her next question is: has any guest that you've had made you particularly nervous? No, not really, because I think most of the guests that I've had, like, I've been comfortable with. Like, I'm not gonna put guests that I'm not comfortable with being on the podcast. So no, I have not had any guests that have made me particularly nervous. All of them has been exciting. All of them, I've wanted them to be on there. All of them, the Holy Spirit was like, put this person on. I'm like, okay. But yeah, so to answer that question, not really, surprisingly, but not surprising. I don't know, but not really. But yeah, another friend of mine sent a question. Actually, she sent a couple. Her name's Jessie. Hey, Jessie. Woo. If you know, you know. Her question is, what has God been teaching you in this season about growth, friendships, and kind of life you truly want to live? He's been teaching me to have patience, to have self-control, to have love, to have kindness, to have gentleness, to have all the fruits of the Spirit. I'm not gonna lie. And the kind of life I want to live, I don't know, I've wanted to live a life that just, to be honest, just pleases Him. And I'm trying to. I'm not perfect. I'm human. I'm a sinner. But I really, truly am trying to. And yeah, I don't know if that answered your question, but that's that. And then she asked a few more questions. She asked, what's one habit that you're trying to build that's changing your life? I don't know, just being in the moment, I guess. Not really striving for, oh my gosh, this needs to be posted, oh my goodness, this needs to be up there. Like, trying to be in the moment in every single situation that I'm in. But yeah, so that's one thing, that habit I'm trying to build. And then the last one that she wrote was, what does becoming your best self actually mean to you? That's a tough question, I'm not gonna lie. I really don't know how to answer that. Let me think about that. I'm gonna pin that and then answer it in my next Q&A, because I truly do not know. I have to think about it. I have not even asked myself this question. But yeah. And then another friend of mine, the lovely, lovely Kevin, asked me a question. I think he asked me a couple, but one of them is, my camera's literally ending right now, so I'm trying to be fast. Is, how would you advise someone who wants to get back on track in their relationship with God after they backslide? Go to Him, ask Him, pray, talk to Him. He will literally give you that answer of what to do. And trying to get back in a relationship with Him. But talk to Him, pray, read your Bible, get to know Him. Just, it's like you're going back to an old friend, basically. Like when you get out of touch with a friend and you want to get back into that relationship with that friend, and you're just like, let's just, slowly, like, talk to each other, build the habit of reading and praying and whatnot. Basically, that's do that with God because God is your friend, and He wants you to come back, and He's really, really wants you to be in a relationship with Him, and He is waiting for you with open arms. So just talk to Him. Literally, just talk to Him. And then there's a couple that He sent as well. I think. Anyways, He only sent one, but I have other friends that sent one. And this friend of mine said, "What's something you're currently working on improving business wise and your character?" Huh. Business wise, improving my skills. I'm a digital marketer, if you didn't know that. I have my own company. Basically, my skills and how to also talk to people and whatnot. I don't know. I feel like it's just skills I'm trying to improve on and trying to learn new things in the industry. Character wise, learning to be more, I don't know if it is patient or, yeah, basically more patient. I mean, I've needed to learn to be patient for the longest time, but learning more patience for people and for things and just letting go of things as well. And yeah, and then another one he asked is, have you ever had a client that went against your principles? Did you take them as a client? I have not had a client do that yet. Um, and if they did go against my principles, I would not take them as a client, to be quite fair. Because I have morals, I have principles. For instance, I'm a Christian, I don't drink and I don't smoke, so I would not take a company that promotes drinking or smoking. And I honestly, I don't care how much money they give me. Um, but I have not, thank God, I've not had that yet. I've not had people come to me that want me to promote that. God has just been good at protecting me in that area because He knows. He knows that that's not what I want. That's not the kind of brand that I want for myself. But yeah, that's to answer that question. Grace, another friend of mine, um, she sent me like three. So I hope this chart stays. But one of them is, if you were Rose in Titanic, would you let Jack stay on the wooden plank and you swim instead? Yes. I'm not even gonna say why, but yes. Wait, no. I thought I meant would I stay on it and then let him swim. I meant I would no. So I meant I would stay on it and let him swim because why am I swimming when you're the guy? You swim. So no, to answer that question. Number two is, let's say you could go back in time and fix one tiny thing that would literally shift our current world in its very axis. Would you? And when will you go and know to change what? That's a lot of questions. First one is, would I change one tiny thing that would fix the world's axis? To be quite fair, no, because everything that has led to this moment is there's a reason behind it, and I do not want to mess with the history and the earth, so I would not do that. I really wouldn't. I see those movies that do that, and I'm just like, nah, I'm good. I'm okay. And yeah, and the third one is, if you could switch your life with one person in your cycle for a day, circle, I guess, for a day, who would it be? It's a very interesting one. I'm not gonna lie. I think I would switch lives. Oh, this is tough. I don't know. I mean, again, I love my life. My life is great. I think I would switch it with. This is hard. Either so the first person that pops up is Misuka. She was on my podcast. Second person that pops up is I don't know. To be quite fair, my baby cousin. That's who I'd switch lives with because I want to see what it's like to be a baby for a day, like again. Because obviously I don't remember anything, and I'm 24, so I've not been a baby for the past 24 years. But yeah, so probably those two. And yeah, um, I think that is it. There's no one else. Yeah, there's no one else that has sent a message. So that is that. I was trying to go quickly because I was going to edit this today and it needs to go up tomorrow. So I'm like, let me edit. But that was that. If more questions come in, I'll answer in the next Q&A. Or if you guys have questions, please comment them down below for me to answer. I'd love to answer them in the next question and answer. But thank you so much for everyone that sent a message in. I love you guys so much. And yeah, okay, this thing is literally running. Thank you guys so much for watching this vlog. See you in the next vlog. That's also going to be a fun one because I'm going to be vlogging my weekend this weekend actually. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to my channel for more fun videos like this. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Hi guys, it's actually late at night right now, but I have one more question that my best friend sent me, and I was like, I could just answer the next one, but it's a funny one, and I'm like, I'm going to add in this one. But she asked me, shout out to Magali, she asked me, she's like, I don't have any, but I have this one. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? That is a very trick question, but in my opinion, I think he would chuck as many as a woodchuck could if a woodchuck could chuck wood. There is your answer. Okay guys, good night.